Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker. Well, good news for Bill Cosby. He just sold his home for $28 million. Now, a little backstory. He actually bought this house for $6.3 million in 1990. However, it was facing foreclosure recently. He had owed 17.5 million in loans and $300,000 in taxes. But with this recent sale, he actually made $11 million. But guess what? The investor won also because although he paid $28 million, the house is worth probably around 51 million. You see, Bill Cosby is about 20 blocks from an area called Billionaires Row. Okay. And when you're talking about Billionaires Row, even though they say billionaire, it's like 250 million and up. Okay. So even though Bill Cosby didn't make that much money, he still made enough money where it covered all of the bills. It covered, and it was more than what he paid for the house. Plus, he still had a cushion. Now, I'm bringing this up to you guys to let you know that you can do the same thing too. Now, you might not have $1 million, so you can't do this with $1 million home. However, there are homes that are a lot cheaper. Okay. You can go to the South, for example, Alabama, you will find homes that are $63,000. Okay. And what you can do is sometimes those owners of those homes, unfortunately, they face foreclosure. So they need you or someone like you to assist them, to help them out. You would simply go to the tax lien. Normally, when you go to either the tax lien or the mortgage foreclosure, they typically give you a list, right? You can go to like govease.com. That's one particular website that has a list of all of the homes in the area where the people did not pay their taxes. And it also tells you when the auction is going to be, right? And the auction is normally like either, particularly down there, is normally in the spring or in the summer. What they do is they write a letter to that homeowner whose house is on the list. And it's very easy to find out who is the owner of a home. Basically, you run a title search, and there's a couple of websites that you can use in order to find that information. So you write a letter, or you could even go down actually to the deed office, city registrar, or county of deeds, whatever they call it, depending on, the county jurisdiction. And you simply write a letter to that homeowner and you say, hey, I'm interested in your home, or I understand that you may be facing some problems and I might be able to help you. Would you be willing to listen to what I have? Right? And yes, you do have some homeowners that might be in denial, but then you have some who are willing to listen to you. And you can negotiate and come up with a price where you're still buying it below the value, below its current value, but higher than what the homeowner actually paid for it, as well as give them a little cushion. This way you're guaranteed to have the home. A lot of times when you wait until, let's say, foreclosure, You have some people who will wreck the house. When you're doing it this way, typically you're avoiding all of that because they are normally, especially if you write it down in the contract, when they leave the house, it will be clean and swept through. Okay? But if it goes through a foreclosure, they might break up some windows and some doors and what have you. And then you have the other people who won't move out and will have a shotgun waiting for you once you come across their path. So that is why there are a lot of investors who prefer to hit the people. It's what they call pre-foreclosure. Okay? And this is what this was. This investor decided to do a pre-foreclosure with Bill Cosby. They worked out a deal with him so that this way he would move out and he would have some money in his pocket, enough money to cover what he owes and then some. And then yet still they got the property at a much lower price than what it's actually currently worth. Again, you can do the same thing in another market for a much lower price. And it'll be, to a certain degree, it can be less headache for you. All right. I know people who've done it. I personally have not done it, but I know the play. Okay. And I understand it. And it is a win-win for everybody. The homeowner wins and the investor wins. So it's just something to think about that I thought I would bring to your attention. Okay. All right, guys. So that's it. That's all. Please remember to share amongst your friends because each one reach one, teach one. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.